Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jai Girivaradhari.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Janvallabha Jaya Girivardhari
Jai Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Vihari Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna. So, a very warm welcome to all of you for today's session on the Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start our session with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. In our previous session, we discussed some very important points. In fact, Bhagwan Kapil, he, in one of the shlokas, he gives the understanding about what are the three qualities which a devotee must have. And after that, Bhagwan Kapil also talks about the that how a living entity, how in this material conditioning state, it's like a dream state. So some very important points we covered in our previous session. In fact, we can just do a small recap of what we discussed in our previous session, because we covered some very important topics, very important points, and these points are very important for us to know. So you can see in the 24th shloka, Bhagwan Kapil talks about what are the three qualities which a devotee must have, because of which Sve Mahimni Sthitasya cha, because of which a living entity comes to his glorious stage. How? When does a living entity become glorious? So, three qualities when a living entity develops, then the living entity becomes glorious. What are these three qualities? So, bhukta bhoga parityakta. When a living entity gives up his desire for material enjoyment, okay. Drishta dosha chanityasha, and he finds dosh, he finds faults in his material life. He should know that material life is nonsense. What nonsensical life I am living, like cats and dogs. So that is the second stage, the second quality. First quality is bhukta bhoga. A person has to give up his desire for material enjoyment. Second, drishta dosha. He must know that material life is faulty. I have to go back to Krishna. Okay. And third is na ishwarasya ashubham datte. That I am not God, I am servant of God. And my duty is to serve him. Okay. So these three qualities, when a devotee, when a living entity develops, then he becomes glorious. That living entity is glorious. Okay. Then after that, Bhagwan Kapil talks about dream state of a living entity in the material world. So he says, Yatha hya pratibuddhasya prasvapo bhavanarth bhrit sa eva pratibuddhasya navay mohaya kalpate. So he says that just like a living entity, or just like a human being, when he is dreaming, in dream he may see a lot of problems, but when he awakens to his real state, there is no problem, isn't it? So material conditioning, material problems are existing only till a living entity is in his state of slumber or state of ignorance in this material world. As soon as he awakens back to his original consciousness, which is bhakti, which is loving devotional service to Krishna, then after that he knows that there is that all these material problems and material anxieties are illusory. Okay, so that's what we discussed in our previous session. Now today we'll begin our discussion with text 26, shloka number 26 of the 27th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. एवं विदित तत्त्वस्य प्रकृतिर्मयि मानसम् युञ्जतो नापकुरुत आत्मा रामस्य कर्हिचित् एवं विदित तत्वस्य प्रकृतिर्मयि मानसम् युञ्जतो नापकुरुत आत्मा रामस्य कर्हिचित्. Translation: the influence of material nature cannot harm an enlightened soul, even though he engages in material activities, because he knows the truth of the Absolute and his mind is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now you see. So if you summarize in the previous two shlokas, that's what Bhagwan Kapil has been talking about. The position of a pure devotee of Krishna. When a devotee, how a living entity comes to his glorious position. And what is that glorious position? That glorious position is when he comes to know that he is not God, he is a servant of God. He gives up his desire for material enjoyment and he starts to know that this material life is nonsense. So at that time, a living entity becomes glorious. He attains his glorious state. The glory of living entity is when he develops these three qualities. Why? Because ultimately, and then in the 25th shloka, what is Bhagavan Kapil saying? That because it's all a dream, it's all like a dream, it's all illusion. And we have to awaken ourselves to come out of this illusion. And that awakening of the spirit soul is called bhakti. When we engage in loving devotional service to Krishna, then that awakening happens. And how do we engage in loving devotional service to Krishna? By Shravanam and Kirtanam. That is the beginning. Okay. So now here Bhagwan Kapil he is saying that now he is talking about those living entities who are at that state of glorious state. Bhagwan Kapil in this shloka is not talking about ordinary living entities. He is talking about those living entities who have attained that state of pure devotee. Right? Because sometimes this shloka, when people read, they may confuse that Bhagwan Kapil is talking about ordinary people. No. He is talking about those devotees who have already attained that state of pure devotion for Krishna. So what is Bhagwan Kapil saying here? So he's saying that evam vidit tattvasya. Evam vidit tattvasya. Vidit. So vidit means to know. And tattva means Krishna. Tat, tattvamasi. We say no? Tattvamasi. The original tattva, the original truth. Tattva means the absolute truth. So, vidit tattvasya means a person who knows the truth, a person who knows Krishna. Prakritirmayi manasam. So, Bhagwan Kapil is saying that in this way, a person who knows me, Prakritirmayi manasam, who lives, you see, Bhagwan Kapil is saying that whose mind is fixed on my Prakriti, whose mind is fixed upon my eternal nature. So what is Krishna's eternal nature? Yoga Maya. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakriti mashrita. Isn't it? So all the Mahatmas, who are Mahatmas? Mahatmas means those who are under the influence of Daivi Prakriti. Daivi Prakriti means Yog Maya of Krishna. So that's what Bhagavan Kapil is saying here. Evam vidit tatvasya, a person who knows the truth, a person who knows Krishna, what happens? Prakritirmai manasam, and he knows my prakriti, he knows my nature, he knows the truth about me. Such a person, yunjato na pakuruta. So for such a person who knows Krishna, who knows the prakriti, who knows the nature of Krishna, yunjato na apakuruta. Yunjato means to be engaged, to be engaged. To be engaged in what? To be engaged in material nature. Na apakuruta. Na apakuruta. Apakuru means the influence. Okay. Apakuru means influence. Atma ramasya karhichit. So for a person who is Atma Ram, what is the meaning of the word Atma Ram? There are so many shlokas in Srimad Bhagavatam where we will see this word Atma Ram. So what is the fundamental understanding of the word Atma Ram? So Atma Ram means Atma Aravasya Munayo. That means a person who takes pleasure. Atma Aram. Ram means pleasure. Ramati. Ramanti. Raman. Raman means pleasure. Okay. So Atma Aramasya. That means a person who takes pleasure in Atma, in spiritual activities. Atma means on a spiritual platform. Because we know that there are 4 platforms of existences, isn't it? There are broadly classifying, there are 4 platforms of existences. The lowest is the bodily platform. Then higher than bodily platform is mental platform. Then higher than mental platform is the spiritual platform of existence, isn't it? So there are 4 platforms of existences. So here in this shloka it is mentioned that Atmaramasya Karhichit. Atmaramasya means a person who takes pleasure on spiritual platform of existence. He does not derive pleasure in mental platform, intellectual platform or bodily platform. He only gets pleasure on spiritual platform. Such a person is called Atmaram. Okay. So, evam vidit tatvasya. So, that's what Bhagavan Kapil is saying here. That in this way, evam means in this way, a person who knows the truth and he knows my prakriti and he knows my nature. What happens to him? Yunjato na apakuruta. Yunjato means to be engaged. Although such a person is engaged in material world, but na apakuruta, but he does not get influenced. Apakuruta means na apakuruta. Apakuruta means to be influenced. Na apakuruta means to not get influenced. So such a person is never influenced by material nature. Because that is what was the question of Mother Devahuti, if you remember, few shlokas back, that was the question asked by her. That material nature and living entity, they both are very closely related to each other. So how is it possible that how is it possible that a living entity gets disentangled from this material world? How can it happen that a living entity can surpass this material world? You see, that was the question asked by Mother Devahuti. Now that is what is answered by Bhagwan Kapil here. In all these shlokas that we are discussing, that is what is the answer given by Bhagwan Kapil. So what is he saying? That a person who knows Krishna, who knows the Prakriti of Krishna, and who is an Atmaram, he takes pleasure on spiritual platform, yunjate na apukuruta. He never takes pleasure in on lower platforms because he has developed higher taste. So what does it mean? Because here in this shloka the word Atmaram is used. Now this Atmaram, this word Atmaram, it signifies the blissful position of a pure devotee. Blissful status of a living entity is the status of Atmaram. Atma sometimes also is referred to Paramatma. So Paramatma is also Atmaram. That means Krishna is also Atmaram. And we living entities can also become Atmaram. Right? So when a person becomes Atmaram, when a person starts to take pleasure on spiritual platform, then although he may be engaged on the material platform for many material activities, because you see, till this material body is there, a person cannot give up material work, right? Material reactions cannot become zero. Till this material body is there, material body will perform work, isn't it? Sometimes material body may perform uh, because material body will perform material work, isn't it? Sometimes there will be good reactions, sometimes there will be bad reactions. So till we have this material body, we cannot give up material work. There will be material work. But there is difference. Just like I have given this example many times, that an army man, a person who is in the army, he also kills people, and a person who is an ordinary citizen, he may also kill people, because in the Western countries, everyone can keep pistols and guns and all these things with themselves. So if an ordinary person kills another person, what will happen? He will be jailed, he'll be punished. But if a soldier kills a person, he'll be rewarded. Now, activity is similar. Both are doing the same work. Both are killing. Both are using rifles. Bullet is the same. Everything is the same. But one person is being rewarded and another person is being punished. The same is the example here also. That a person who is on spiritual platform, because to be on spiritual platform means he is working for Krishna. So whatever work he may do, he will never get entangled with material reactions. Right? So that is why acting for Krishna is very important. Acting for the pleasure of Krishna is very important. So all the work that we do in this material world, they have to be connected to Krishna. If our work is not connected to Krishna, that means it is material work. So then a person may ask a question, how to connect our activities to Krishna? How to connect our material work to Krishna? So the answer is very simple. You have to spiritualize. If we want to connect our work to Krishna, we have to spiritualize the work. So how do we spiritualize the work? By two options. There are two options to spiritualize our work. The first option is that we completely give up all material activities and just 24 hours be engaged in service of Krishna. That is the first way of doing it. And there is another way of doing it. What is that? One way of doing it is give up all material work and only engage in Krishna's work. Give up everything. Surrender to Krishna only and never ever remember your past. Simply engage in Krishna's service. Okay. But that is not possible for everyone. So there is second option also. What is the second option? Second option is to be in whatever position you are, but simply be engaged in devotional service to Krishna. In whatever position we may be in, a person may be working materially, a person may be doing some material work. So that connection of work has to happen. The first option was to give up material work and to engage in Krishna's work only. But that is not possible for everyone, especially for householders. It's not possible. So then what is the second way? Second way is whatever work you are doing, connect it to Krishna. And how do you connect your work to Krishna? How do we connect our work to Krishna? So we connect our material work to Krishna by giving the fruits of that work to Krishna. And that is why you see in all the Vedic scriptures, in all sects, so-called religion, there is this philosophy of dan or charity. By sacrificing our wealth, by sacrificing what we earn, we get connected to Krishna. Because ordinary materialistic person is working for what? Wealth. So the result of his work is wealth. So that result when he gives to Krishna, result means wealth. When he gives that wealth to Krishna, all the work that he has done, it becomes purified. Right? So these are the two methods, two ways in which we become Krishna's representative. That means that's what we are discussing here. No? That even though you may be materially working, but still you will not get entangled by, you see, na apakuruta. So how to attain this state of na apakuruta? The two ways. One is give up material work and engage in devotional service. Give up everything. Okay. Family, society, even our material existence we have to give up, and we have to just engage in service of Guru and Krishna. So that is the first method, but that first method is not possible for everyone. So what is the second method? Second method is that whatever wealth we are acquiring, whatever money we are earning, a part of it must go to Krishna. So then what happens? All our work that we are doing, it becomes Krishnaized. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. That means A is equal to C. Okay. That is why in all so-called religions or in all so-called sects, there is concept of charity or donation. In every sect you will find it. Why? Because we should know that nothing belongs to me. तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा. Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna and everything must be used for service of Krishna. Whatever it may be. So that is a very exalted state of existence when a person thinks like that, that everything belongs to Krishna, everything must be used for service of Krishna. Even I belong to Krishna, my body belongs to Krishna. So with this body, whatever wealth I am generating, that also belongs to Krishna. So everything must be used for Krishna's service. Right? So that is the meaning of Atmaram. That is the state of Atmaram, when a person derives pleasure on spiritual platform. Now text 27, shloka number 27. यदैवम् अध्यात्मरतः कालेन बहुजन्मना सर्वत्र जात वैराग्य आब्रह्म भुवनान् मुनिः. यदैवम् अध्यात्मरतः कालेन बहुजन्मना सर्वत्र जात वैराग्य आब्रह्म भुवनान् मुनिः. Translation. When a person thus engages in devotional service and self-realization for many, many years and births, he becomes completely reluctant to enjoy any one of the material planets, even up to the highest planet, which is known as Brahma Loka. He becomes fully developed in consciousness. Now you see, very important shloka. So what is Bhagavan Kapil saying here? That yadaivam adhyatma rataha. Adhyatma rataha. Kalena bahu janmana. Ratah means to be engaged in what? Yadaivam adhyatma. That means to be engaged in adhyatma means loving devotional service to Krishna. Okay. And then he says, Kalena bahu janmana. After many, many births, after many, many births of engaging in loving devotional service to Krishna, what happens? Sarvatra jat vairagya. A person develops sarvatra vairagya. That means he develops complete vairagya, he develops complete renunciation. He becomes fully detached from everything. Abrahma bhuvanan munihi. Up to Brahma Loka. He becomes detached even from Brahma Loka. That means a person, if you ask a pure devotee, will you want to go to Brahma Loka? He will say no, never. Why? Because he has developed higher taste of Golok Vrindavan. So he does not want to aspire to even go to Brahma Loka, which is the highest planet in the material existence. Right? Because generally speaking, there are two kinds of devotees, Sakama Bhakt and Nishkama Bhakt. So Sakama Bhakt means Sakam. Sakam means they serve Krishna, they come to Krishna, they engage in loving devotional service to Krishna to pamper Krishna or to, of course, they pamper Krishna, they love Krishna, everything they'll do for Krishna, but they'll want some material benefits from Krishna. Okay. So such devotees are called Sakam Bhakta. They, of course, they engage in loving devotional service to Krishna, but their mind is always engaged in some form of sense gratification, some form of um, material benefits they want to, some form of commission they want from Krishna, some form of material benefits they want in return of their bhakti, in return of their devotional service. So such people are called Sakama Bhakta. Then the second category of devotees, they are called pure devotees. Pure devotees are called Nishkama Bhakta. Those who are not pure devotees, they are called Sakama Bhakta. Those who are pure devotees of Krishna, they are called Nishkama Bhakta. So what is the meaning of Nishkama Bhakta? Nishkam means a person has no material desires and he has no expectation from Krishna. He serves Krishna without expecting anything from him. He only wants to serve Krishna, that's all. His only desire is to serve Krishna and to work for the pleasure of Krishna, and he does not want anything in return. So such people are called pure devotees. Such pure devotees, they transcend all material barriers and they generally are, after this life, they go back to Krishna. So that is the goal of human life. We don't want to become takers. We want to become givers. Right. So every devotee must aspire to be at that level where there is no expectation. We just want to give, and give. We never want to take anything from Krishna. Krishna is meant to enjoy with Radharani in Goloka, and we are all meant to serve Krishna to whatever extent we can, without any expectation, without any desire. So that is what we are seeing here. These shlokas are so deep, they have so deep meaning, and we And that's why I want to cover these shlokas. It may look that we are moving slow, but this Sankhya philosophy we need to understand very nicely, because these are not ordinary words, these are words of Bhagwan Kapil. Just like Bhagavad Gita, they are words of Krishna. This Sankhya philosophy these are words of Bhagwan Kapil. So we cannot miss them. We have to understand it deeply, and we should know that how Bhagwan Kapil, he wants to make all of us pure devotees of the Supreme Lord, pure devotees of Krishna. It's a very beautiful part of Srimad Bhagavatam, this Sankhya philosophy, and we need to understand it deeply in great detail. So those who are new to the channel can subscribe. All of you can like, comment, share. We'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.